My name is Christine, and this is my journey. I made it to Lisbon, and I'm staying at the exact same hostel I stayed at about 7 years ago. Now that I'm all recharged, let's go and hunt for some Pastéis de Nata. This is actually my hostel. My hostel is located just above a souvenir shop, and right beside it is Fabrica De Nata. Pastéis de Nata, or the Pastel de Nata, is the Portuguese egg custard tart pastry that you have to try when you're in Portugal. Trust me, it won't disappoint. One dia, heading out super early for a photo walk tour that I booked through Airbnb Experiences. So let's see how that will go. Honestly, looking for a brunch place. I did my photo walk tour earlier through Airbnb Experiences, so we did some headshots, portraits, and different areas of the city. And now I am scouting for a brunch place. I'm gonna check out this place called Dear Breakfast. After brunch, I walked around and stumbled upon Rua Verde, or the Green Street, and as the name implies, it has so much greenery in here because of all these beautiful decorative plants. You can also find some cafes and little shops in here. One cannot miss a visit to the famous Ascensor Da Bica in the Brasao Alto district, where you can find this iconic funicular. I found myself walking along the beautiful streets of the Alfama District, known to be the oldest and most photogenic area in the city. Here you'll find a lot of cathedrals and multiple scenic viewpoints that you surely wouldn't want to miss. After all that walking, I ended my day just enjoying this view at the Miradouro de São Pedro de Alcântara. Starting my day super early, woke up at 6 a.m. as I need to get to my 7 a.m. train ride to Porto, where Arvin, my boyfriend, is actually going to be landing, and I'm just going to meet him there. I just arrived here in Porto Campanha station. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I took a 3-hour train ride from Lisbon. It wasn't bad. It was from 7 a.m. and I got here just before 10. Okay, can't wait to explore Porto this time. From Campanha station, we took the metro to Trindade Station, where our Airbnb is actually located. It was a little bit too early for us to check in, so we kind of just dropped off our luggage and went out to scout for lunch place. And before the day ends, I just had to grab more Pastéis de Nata because they're so good. It's a full day for day 4 in Porto, and we start our day by having breakfast at McDonald's. They said the most beautiful McDonald's in the world is actually the one here in Porto. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I'm traveling, I always want to check out the McDonald's in that destination because they always offer something different. After breakfast, we headed out to the Bento train station where we met up with a photographer whom we booked through Airbnb experiences. Also, can I just say how beautiful this train station looks? Liked how my Lisbon photo walk tour turned out, so we actually booked another one here in Porto, and this is Alex, our photographer, highly recommended. Just 3 kilometers away from Porto City is its sister town, Vila de Gaia, where a bunch of wineries are located. And here we are scouting for one because we really wanted to try a port wine. Wow! Water fountain.
It's always a wine that must be decanted when older because that's a wine to keep in the cellar for a long time. You're going to taste the vintage 2002, 2 years in the wood but 18 aged in the bottle, and must be drunk in 2-3 days once you open the bottle because they oxidize faster. You will finish your tasting with a different style. The Tonys are wines that age in smaller casks. Older, basically more evaporation and oxidation happens as well. That brings the brownish color when older, and the flavors more to nuts, hazelnuts and caramel in the tannin versus the reserve that is still young. So here you can compare both young and old Tonys. Never aging in bottle, just wood, so a wine not to be kept for many years, but can hold on open for a longer time. 3 months easy, no worries. I'd like to take the picture. Yeah. Cheers. Oh.
After all that wine, we were really sleepy, but also really hungry, so we dropped by this restaurant called Brasao. It's very well known, and it was also recommended to us by a local. However, if you do intend to go here, try to see if you can make reservations ahead of time because it can get really packed. This is also where we tried francesinha, one of the must-try foods when you're here in Porto. Aside from a great food scene, Porto is also well known for its churches, and most of its churches are actually covered with these blue ceramic tiles called azulejos. After a long day, we decided to head back to Cais De Ribiera. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is actually a really good spot for sunset watching. That's it for our Porto vlog. We really enjoyed this beautiful city and hope to be back here soon. For our next stop, from Switzerland.
You're welcome.